Welcome back to CNH News. I'm your anchor Jasmine.
And I'm your anchor Grace.
March is the month where we appreciate women, so for today's episode, our hot topic is Women's History Month. Women are always overlooked because of their gender, so we want to appreciate the women who made an impact in this world. Let's go to our CNH interviewers to see what they discussed.
Hey, did you guys know it was Women's History Month?
Yeah, I'm glad women are finally getting some recognition they deserve.
It has been a long time coming for a woman to get equal recognition.
Women were property to men for so long, and their achievements went unrecognized. It wasn't until the 1800s that women were legally considered chattel, or property of their husbands and fathers, and it wasn't even enforced until the 1900s.
They had to fight for so many things that men didn't even have to think about it.
That's so real. For an example, like Melinda Gates, she worked really hard in a male-dominated field. That was definitely not easy.
Marie Curie also paved the way for women by being one of the only women that studied and taught at the university, and receiving 2 Nobel Prizes for her research on radioactivity.
Both were really rare things for women back then.
Rosa Parks being named the mother of civil rights movements was a big step in women's history.
If you go back far enough into the history, the prophet's wife Khadija owned businesses, which was really rare for a woman in the 8th century. She was incredibly successful in a male-dominated field.
Women had come a long way since then, but true equality still has yet to come.
That's why we celebrate this month. And now let's get some perspective from some powerful women right here in our building. We're here with Ms. Hansen to ask her some questions about Women's History Month. In our current cultural/political climate, why is it still important to recognize women?
Women have come a long way, but currently it feels like we're going backward. Since Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022, women's choices are more and more limited in terms of choosing how to manage our own health and birth and reproductive choices. Women must be in charge of their own destinies. We've also come close to having a woman president, but no such luck. Our time has come.
What words of wisdom do you have for the young woman?
I think that you need to educate yourselves the best you can, and we're trying to help you here. Keep up the fight, make your voices heard, and because you're our future.
Thank you, Ms. Hansen.
Welcome.
We are here to interview Ms. Harder about Women's History Month.
In our current political climate, why is it so important to celebrate Women's History Month?
This is a really weighted question. Our current political climate is so wrought with misogyny. So misogyny is hatred of women. We see this in the current White House. We see this in how people are responding last fall to the election. We see this going back a few years to some court cases that really made, like women's health care, for instance, very much compromised, and that is being implemented now.
What wisdom would you give to young women?
Honor and protect your consent, the idea of consent. Nobody should be able to do anything to you, for you, about you, without your active involvement. And no means no, in not just issues of the body, but also in issues, finances, in what is acceptable in terms of relationships. We're strong enough. We can roar like we need to roar, and we can stand on our own 2 feet just fine. And we need to protect that we have magic inside of us that we carry forward into the future. So,
Thank you, Ms. Harder.
Back to you, Jasmine and Grace.
Wow, there will be no men if there was no woman. I'm grateful for all the women throughout history and even right here at our school that shows how women can and do persevere even when they don't get a fair shake. I agree. Moving on, did you guys watch our recent special edition of CNH News? The cast of CNH did a whole Shakespeare play in under 10 minutes. You were a fine Demetrius, and Hayden was a pretty good Puck. Oh, by the way, Grace, do you know why Puck crossed the road? Because he saw someone he knew over on the other side.
We're not doing dad jokes this week, Jasmine. Let it breathe.
Oh, alright. Last week, our whole school went on a field trip to the Guthrie Theater to watch the play Midsummer Night Dream.
And our CNH crew acted out the play for our special edition. We thought we would ask our resident Shakespeare expert, Mr. Pelini, what he thought of the quality of our play.
Several cast members recorded some video letters for him to review and then offer his opinion on how we did. Let's go to what the CNH crew wrote and what Mr. Pelini had to say.
Dear Mr. Pelini, we have crafted a unique interpretation of Midsummer's Night Dream and would deeply value your expert perspective. Your insight would add valuable credibility to our production and would offer our audience a deeper understanding of the play's themes.
Dear Mr. Pelini, you're our expert on Shakespeare and organized that nice field trip. We thought we would like to contribute something to that, so we made a summarized form of it. Would you do us the pleasure and tell the school your opinion on that?
Dear Mr. Pelini, the CNH News team are wondering if you, as the expert of Shakespeare's, wants to record a review of how our play went. It would be so great to hear your reviews on our play and get the best feedback possible.
Dear Mr. Pelini, please review our play. It's very enjoyable.
Dear Mr. Pelini, did you enjoy our play? Was our acting good or bad, and was the play funny? Please review and comment on our play. We would love to hear your opinion.
Dear Mr. Pelini, I would love it if you would be down to record a review of our mini play summary. You have inspired us to spread the word to little school children.
Dear Mr. Pelini, I would like for you to review our acting as well as our overall performance of the Midsummer Night's Dream.
Dear Pelini, would you mind share what are your thoughts of the show and give some feedback what of you think about the show?
Dear Mr. Pelini, as a local Shakespeare residential expert, we were wondering what you thought about our Shakespeare play. Was it up to your standard? Were our characters expressive enough? How does it compare to the original play? Who stood out to you? What was your favorite scene?
Dear Mr. Pelini, please review our goated play.
My first letter to Mr. Pelini would be, yo, 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 listen up, listen, check it, as a starter sentence. And then I would end off with, my necessaries are embarked, farewell. This is because we watched Hamlet 2 years ago. I couldn't find one like a farewell from Henry V.
Hayden, I don't think you understand the assignment.
Yo, 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 listen up. These are my thoughts about the CNH 10-minute rendition of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I think it was absolutely terrific. It began with Jasmine and Grace doing a funny bit at the top, and as anchors even of normal episodes, I think that the two of them are always great. I also really appreciated the refrain of what could go wrong throughout all 5 acts. Nina did a really emotive, convincing Hermia in the first scene, and I loved my man Carlos as Aegeus, especially that he said, I've got issues. From there, then, when it went to the idiots, which Shakespeare referred to as the rude mechanicals, I really liked that as well and thought it was quite good. Then we had De Smet and Sunshine as the fairy king and queen, respectively, and I enjoyed their banter as they were having their initial disagreement when we got to the forest and the lovers were all there. I thought everyone was great. I really enjoyed Jasmine's Helena, and I think that she captured the spirit of the Helena in the play really, really well. I loved it that more than once she said, what the heck is going on? You guys are creeps, which both Lysander and Demetrius definitely deserve. I also loved it that Nina said, dudes ain't bleep. I liked that really, really a lot. I loved it that David shouted me out with the yo, yo, yo. Listen up, listen, check it. I very much liked Hayden as Puck, and also in the movie that the crew made asking me to do this, I was moved that Hayden referred to both Hamlet and Henry V and gave it a yo, yo, yo. So it is true, Lord, what fools these mortals be. And I think that, Hayden, you were a great Puck. So all in all, I loved it. I think that Lashia did excellent as Bottom. That was very, very funny. And he wore the head quite well, better than I can. So those are my thoughts. And overall, and primarily, I would just like to say to the CNH crew and to the Student Council, thank you so, so, so very much for so outwardly and overtly supporting the all-school field trip. I do appreciate it. Good job.
Thank you for commenting on our video, Mr. Pelini. Again, if you haven't watched our special edition of CNH, go back and watch it. Next up is the return of our game show, Guess the Staff. This segment is basically a recording of a staff or a teacher, and they had to guess who it is based on the voice. Let's go and see who and how well the students and staff did.
This is Guess the Staff. I'm here with
Mr. Wells.
Okay, this is the first one.
She sells by the seashore.
Dude, Miss Laronda. All day.
We're here with Mr. Jop.
Betty Botter bought some butter and she said the butter is bitter.
Oh, it's harder.
Bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's like the easiest one.
Okay, we're here with Mr. Torgerson.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's the easy one. That's Rosa. Rosa Coste.
Bro, 3 for 3, bro.
Wow, that was better than last time. We have to see if others can improve next time. As CNH News grow and our expenses grow along with it, the CNH News editorial board has decided that we needed to make more money to continue the show. As such, we have decided to take on sponsors to help support the cost of making our news program for you. We'll be back after this word from our new sponsor, Camden Brand Products and Services. We'll be right back after this short break.
Introducing Camden Brand Fan Sanitizer. And useful in so many applications.
Easy to apply in any situation.
Just shake some in your hand and rub it in.
What can it be used for? You and your friends can help decorate each other's clothes. Camden brand sand sanitizer is 100% germ-infected, boosts your immune system by exposing you to all kinds of bacteria and viruses without the hassle of getting a vaccine. Warning, may cause sudden urge to assault clowns, politicians, and small children. May cause infection of the left index finger and or spinal column. Known to cause swelling of the coccyx, fits of giggling, and extreme nostril expansion. People experiencing happiness, loving relationships, and craving for shellfish should avoid this product. May lead to increased desire to eat chicken McNuggets, liver, and onions, and cans of shortening. In rare cases, some users felt the desire to eat other humans and dive in lakes to slap fish. When using product, avoid lawnmowers, writing historical biographies, and hugging cocaine bears. Ask your doctor if sand sanitizer is right for you. Camden brand sand sanitizer. If it's not hurting, it ain't working.
Wow, what a great product! Or service that was. I 100% recommend this product for people who want to get dirty. Anyways, it's that time again for Staff of the Week. This staff is very sweet and is very helpful with exploring with new things. This staff is hardworking and talented, and hint, she loves Clay. Clay? Who's Clay? Is he cute? Is he from a K-drama?
Oh my days, Jasmine.
Jasmine, Clay is a substance, not a person. Right, of course. I knew that. Let's find out who is this week's Staff of the Week.
Hello, Ms. Krikova. CNH News has chosen you as Staff of the Week.
Students have chosen Ms. Krikova as our Staff of the Week because she is supportive and embraces students as they are.
Many students also say that Ms. Krikova is very accepting, open-minded, and kind-hearted. She even stays after school late for students in the art club.
We are grateful for your gifts with art and how you give us both a place to be creative and to have a break from more than routine classes.
We thank and appreciate you for being an amazing staff in our building. It is for these reasons why students have chosen you as Staff of the Week.
Do you have anything that you want to say to the students?
Thank you, and I love you guys. Keep making great work.
Thank you for your dedication and driven work here at Camden. I'm Nina.
And I'm Sunshine. Back to you,
Jasmine and Grace.
Congratulations to Ms. Krikova. Thank you for your hard work and dedication.
That's all for today's episode. Thank you for taking your time to watch CNH News. If you want more episodes, please subscribe to @Camden News Hour on YouTube.
If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to come to any CNH crew members or email Compton.
And if you stop watching now, you won't have any more of our bloopers.
That's a fine point, Grace. Good thing we Anchor never make bloopers. Until next time, this is Jasmine
and Grace,
and we'll see
You
in the next one.
This is CNH.
How women can and do, persevered even when they don't get it shake.
We're not doing dad jokes that. The CNH News wait, what? Editorial board. Arg. Don't zoom in. Wait.
Such as. Oh! I missed out the word.
We're here with Smith. Oh, shoot, sorry.
Introducing Camden Sand brand sanitizer. Introducing. I can't.
Dear Mr. Pelini, the CNH. So.
Dear Mr. Pelini, goddamn, what am I doing?
Okay, the first teacher. Hold up.
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Oh, that's totally Miss Costain.
No! Wrong!
No?
You actually
Okay,
got it wrong.
give it to me again.
Picked a peck of pickled peppers.
And low-key do sound like Costain.
It really does. It does sound like Miss Costain.
But it's
I
not
can't think of
her.
picked a peck of pickled peppers. I have no idea.
It's the librarian.
Oh, Miss Caroline.
Yeah, Miss
Oh
Caroline,
my God,
Miss
amazing.
Caroline.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I am fooled. My own students have destroyed me on camera. All right.